What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua. Get this. Anthony Joshua needs a knockout in December to set up a Deontay Wilder fight by Jake Tiernan. Anthony Joshua needs an impressive knockout victory in his stay busy fight in December to create interest in a long-awaited super fight against Deontay Wilder in March or April next year. Gareth thinks Joshua should potentially fight the likes of Dempsey McKean or Joseph Parker in December to get an impressive knockout to help create buzz for his mega fight with Deontay Wilder the first quarter of 2024. Obviously, the ideal guy for Joshua to fight would be Zhilei Zhang, and he is very popular right now with a hardcore knockout over Joe Joyce and the robbery of Filip Hrgovic last year. And of course, you can argue that Joshua has been taking nothing but easy fights lately against Robert Alenius and Jermaine Franklin, so why would Hearn have a problem with matching him up against Zhang? If Joshua is going to fight in December, Hearn is going to need to find an opponent for him quickly because he's running out of time to get a live body. And they're not going to put him in Joshua against difficult guys like Martin McCauley before the Wilder fight. I think he should wait and just fight Wilder. In some ways, Joshua needs something convincing to get into the major mix again. He's got to do a big roll of the dice, and the roll of the dice is Wilder, and now Wilder has got mileage on the clock, even though he's very dangerous after those 3 fights with Fury. Maybe it's time to take that risk. Okay, those are the words of Gareth Adavis, and let me counterpunch. You know, we hear a lot about AJ. We hear what he needs. He needs an impressive knockout. And I would say this. Nothing prepares you for the likes of Wilder. Nothing. Not a hard knockout, not a tough fight, not anything. And you hear so much about AJ. It's other questions and other people we don't hear about. Where is the energy to talk about what Wilder needs? So everybody talks about how dangerous Wilder is with one shot. You know, because he's so good at throwing this one punch against guys that he's pretty much, overmatched against anyway, but he gets the job done. Well, over a year ago, or probably, last year it was October 15th, so almost a year ago. He knocks out Robert Alenius. This same Robert Alenius gets juiced up and fights Anthony Joshua, goes 7 rounds with him, busts Joshua up pretty good, mind you, and gets knocked out in the 7th round. So as soon as he gets caught with a pretty good shot, he's out. The only difference for Deontay Wilder, he did it in 1 round or less than 1 round. But we haven't seen Wilder since. So everybody's talking about Joshua. Sure, I know people care about him and this, that, and the other, but I think people need to really focus on Wilder and what Wilder's going to do as well. Because I think these guys are taking a risk, but I think the risk is the fight that we needed to see fought 5 years ago. See, we don't need to see and hear about what Joshua needs because it's all Joshua ever does. When he was champion, he needs to fight the mandatories. When he fought the mandatories or he come up short or whatever, he's no good. He got beat by one of the best fighters in the world, and he got beat twice back-to-back, and he did better on the second time. But still, you have people that criticize AJ all the time. Could he fight Zhilei Zhang? Yeah, that would be the fight to make. But then if he goes in there and gets laid out by Zhilei Zhang, everybody's going to call him a bum. Meanwhile, Wilder hasn't fought anybody since Alenius, his old sparring partner. Now, do you see how this is so mismatched? Okay? It's, we don't hear anything from Wilder. We heard a possible Francis Ngannou fight, a couple proposed fights or negotiations with Andy Ruiz that never went anywhere. Andy now is begging him for a fight or whatever, but he still hasn't fought anybody. So, I think these guys just need to go in there and see where they're at and get it on. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I don't think AJ needs an impressive knockout at all. People were bitching about him not knocking out people until he lately did it, but then that wasn't enough because he got beat up before doing so. Okay, so, you will always hear articles by like guys like Mr. Tiernan. He needs a knockout to set him up for a fight with Wilder. No, he just needs to get his ass in there with Wilder. And if Wilder doesn't want to take a fight with anybody and he loses it, I don't want it to be an excuse that he did not go in there with anybody else or due to inactivity or ring rust. I don't want to hear it because that was his choice. And a lot of people, again, are not even mentioning that. So I don't see why that would be an issue. But Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder need to get it on. If he does want to fight someone, yeah, he should fight someone better than the guys that he fought. But understand the guys that he fought wasn't really any choice of his own. It was supposed to have been Dillian White, and we know what happened. And then he got replaced by another guy that had some shit going on with his drug tests. So what do? What are we really going to say or do about this whole issue? So it is what it is, and Jermaine Franklin gave Dillian White problems. Jermaine Franklin was undisputed. Now, Jermaine Franklin was a guy that's supposed to be cherry-picked, a guy that didn't have the superior pedigree to fight or take on someone like Dillian White, but they went toe-to-toe for 12 rounds. So he earned his right to fight Joshua. So I don't see what's all this, lesser opposition shit. AJ has to fight everyone. I know he gets the big bucks, but damn, that means that excludes everyone else? I think it's wrong. But anyway, you guys think and tell me what you think about AJ needing a knockout to get in there with Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!